So one of these cameras is not like the other, and we're not just talking about the aesthetic and the price, of course, but there's a few things that are different, including the quality of one of these cameras. So if you don't know, Nintendo Switch 2 is going to have a camera that you can get with it. The camera can be used in a variety of different ways. One of the ways, of course, is the brand new game chat, where you can basically have your camera on. It looks kind of like Discord almost. If you missed all that information, we've covered it on the channel, but essentially, yeah, it kind of looks like Discord. You can kind of put your camera on. You can have a couple different, looks of your camera. It can be sort of like a AI sort of green screened effect, I guess, kind of like what Zoom does. I don't know if Zoom uses AI, but what Nvidia is doing is basically AI powered in order to kind of cut out your background, just kind of, face track, excuse me, and all that stuff. So that's how they're doing it with that. You can also use it in some games like Mario Party Jamboree, the DLC that's coming out. There's some, camera stuff that you can do there. It's more like an additional kind of thing that sort of add a cool sort of effect, except one mode. There is one mode where it uses pretty much just like motion control. Like sometimes it'll like not motion control, but like video motion, if you will. And I mean, there was one thing that they were showcasing on Treehouse Live where there's basically like these question blocks above their head, and they had to keep hitting it. And I don't think I think they said like you don't need the Joy-Cons in your hands. It's again completely camera based. I think that's the only one that actually requires the camera in Super Mario Party, I keep calling it Super Mario Party, Mario Party Jamboree. Besides that, the other uses is just to kind of have a camera next to your character or whatever when you're playing the game. So it's going to be interesting to see if any other games kind of utilize the camera. Because it's not included though, it's something that is not going to be, it's something that I can't imagine any games having to like use it completely in certain areas. Like I'm thinking like Zelda, for example, right? Like you're not going to have some Zelda mechanic in a future Zelda game that's going to require the camera, because not everybody's going to have the camera, because again, it's an accessory, as opposed to like the microphone, which is built into the Switch. Well, that's a little bit different. You might have some kind of features that utilize the camera. You might have to yell out at Link to wake him up in the morning. I don't know. I have no idea. Let's go take a look, though, at the cameras and compare them. If you do enjoy this kind of content, leave a like, subscribe for more. We do a variety of Nintendo-based content. And it's, from Nintendo news to gameplays and walkthroughs and all that good stuff. It's a good time. Listen, Nintendo UK, this is the store we're on. So I don't know the currency in USD. I don't know it in Canadian, but here it is. This is the Nintendo Switch 2 camera, $49.99. I guess, what is this, pounds or whatever? Of course, releasing on June 5th. It says June 4th. I don't know why it says June 4th, but anyways, I think it was like, I think it was about 50 or 60 bucks USD. I think it was like 50. I don't know. We talked about it in a previous video. But if you look at this one, right, you can see Nintendo Switch 2 camera. It's plain, it's black camera, 50 bucks. But if you go over here, same thing on the My Nintendo Store UK, there's the Piranha plant. Man, it looks so much cooler. I mean, it's a Piranha plant, right? And apparently it just kind of like plugs in directly on top. So I guess, yeah, that looks kind of problematic actually. No, wait, no, there's the little base. Yeah, anyways, whatever. So the Piranha Plant camera for the Nintendo Switch 2, it's cheaper, $33.99. It's like 34 bucks. So 50 bucks, 34 bucks. What is that, like 16 bucks difference? Now, you might be like, oh, dude, that's cool. You got the cool, this one's made by Hori, by the way. You got the cooler looking one. It's a Piranha Plant. It's cheaper. I mean, that doesn't make sense, right? Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Let's go down here, read the description. For this camera, it says the box includes the camera and a 1.5 millimeter cable. Video capture quality is 1080p. Great, 1080p video quality. That's ideal, right? Awesome. Go to the Piranha Plant, read the same description. Where is it here? Camera resolution 640 by 480. So basically 480p resolution. Like this is like nothing's 480p resolution anymore, man. That's old school, like 4x3 looking quality, like garbage, old school, like original YouTube, way back in the day quality. I mean, that's bad quality. I can't even imagine why they would even make this camera if it's only 480p. I don't know. I guess it's kind of like a cheaper version, but for 16 bucks cheaper, it's not even like a 720p. If it was 720p, it's like, all right, cool. But it's like 16 bucks cheaper, but it's like 480p. I mean, that's really bad. That's like, I don't know, man. Anyways, all I have to say, I think this is disappointing because I was excited about the Piranha Plant camera. I'm like, man, it looks so sick. If I get the camera, I'm just gonna get the Piranha Plant one because I mean, come on, it's a Piranha Plant. It doesn't show it in the images, but the actual Piranha Plant closes over the camera. You can like close it over the camera, so it's like, you know, kind of, you know, people like to have the camera blocked, you know, and people are, in case people hack things, I guess. I don't think anyone's going to be hacking the Nintendo Switch 2, but it's just one of those privacy things that people like to have, right? And so you can close the Piranha Plant over the camera lens. So I don't know. What do you guys think about this? 480p. Would you still get it? Would you still get it in 480p? And here's the question as well. Are you going to get either one of these cameras? Are you even gonna get a camera? In terms of camera, we got one more thing to kind of throw in here because it's kind of all part of the same category. That's the Switch 2 game chat and the choppy frame rate. Because if you've seen any of the trailers even, or the Treehouse Live examples, when you're actually in game chat and people are sharing either their camera or actually I don't think it's the camera, I think it's specifically the actual gameplay itself. The gameplay is choppy, right? If you're looking at other people's gameplay, not your own gameplay. Your own gameplay is fine, but if you're looking at other people's gameplay, it's choppy. Nintendo's kind of explained, you know, what that is, and essentially the kind of, you know, it's in the headline. It's ensuring the best game experience, right? That the game experience is at its best. They kind of go on to say right here, talking to GameSpot, this is Nintendo Life I'm on. Obviously, chat is meant to run and work simultaneously and coincide with the game that you're playing. But we also think that it's critical that it doesn't get in the way of the game that's running right now. And so we wanted to definitely make sure we want to make sure we do was to, okay, that's not translated right, I guess. Anyways, is to make sure that the running game chat alongside the game doesn't result in the game experience or quality being reduced in any way. So basically, they didn't want, like, if the game that you're viewing or whatever is like from your friends sharing, if that's not choppy, if that was smooth, then, you know, they were worried that that might impact your performance because it's taking up unnecessary resources. I don't know why I said unnecessary like that. Based on this emphasis that we prioritize, obviously, if somebody is in a better environment, they're going to get better results in terms of their experience, but we really wanted to make sure that more than anything, people had an equal or even playing field, or even experience rather. So that's kind of what went into this, and why, you know, if you've seen any of the trailers, the gameplay that you're viewing, again, this is the gameplay that you know your friend is sharing. That's why it's choppy. It's to make sure it's not taking up too many resources. And honestly, I mean, yeah, it would be nice if it was a little bit smoother, but it's fine. It's a feature that, you know, we didn't have before. It doesn't need to be buttery smooth, right? I don't think so. You know, it's something that is still there, and yeah, I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts? Let me know in the comments below of that, and of course the camera as well. And for everything else Nintendo, obviously keep it locked on the channel. But yeah, are you guys planning to pick up the camera? Were you planning to pick up the camera, or do you not really care? I'll probably pick it up just to kind of show it off on the channel, and kind of, you know, for people who don't get it. But beyond that, I don't know if I'll use it much. We'll see. I guess we'll see. I'll use it for Mario Party because that does look like a fun mode. And, you know, in my household, you know, myself, my wife, my kids, like we love Mario Party. So it'll be fun for at least that. But beyond that, we'll see. We'll see how it's utilized. I don't see me using it in game chat at any time, but who knows? Maybe just to test it out here on the channel for a video. So keep it locked. Until the next one, game on. See you guys later.